Hi, this video may be just a little longer than my normal videos. I just wanted to do something to show how easy it is for those who are extremists to integrate themselves into our society legally, and even in areas to where it shouldn't be. There's a city in Michigan here. This was posted, as you see, about 2 years ago, as the first to fully implement Sharia law. Do you realize what this means? It's not just a religion, it is their law. They have children rights. They have laws that, according to Michigan, that supersede the U.S. Constitution and our American laws. It's like having a separate nation within a nation, and I just don't agree with that. But to see how the extremists can come here and just kind of get here under the radar, if they can get in through our open borders. I used to wonder how they were able to stay off the grid, so to speak. And now I know. They purchase items without having any form of credit check. It's called Sharia financing. And I'm going to have the links to every place that I went to learn about this. I haven't made a video in a while. I wanted to do this one, and I wanted to actually research this so I'll know what I'm talking about. These are banks in America. You can, if you say that you follow Sharia law, you go to a bank, JP Morgan, for example, and say that you want to purchase a home. Well, there's no credit check ran, because according to Sharia law, a loan or a mortgage, which is considered to be a loan, is charity, and you should not make a profit or pay profit for charity. So what they do is they say, okay, we're going to charge you, instead of the house sells for $50,000 after interest, let's say it's $90,000. Instead of charging you interest, we're just going to charge you $90,000. But if they decide they don't want to pay on the home, nothing is put against them, because there's really no bill owed. There's nothing on their credit because there was no credit check done. There's no way to track what they do or how they do it, because it's all done through a third party. And through my research on this, you can actually purchase a home anywhere in the 50 states of the United States and do this. And the way that I see it, this is just a way for them to be able to, in addition to infiltrate the United States, it's a way for multiple extremists to live in the same residence and really just be under the radar. You won't know they're there or what their addresses are. And then we've got all these refugees that's coming through. They're going to be doing the same thing. There's refugee centers set up all across the nation to help them get jobs, to help them find housing through Sharia law. And that's a whole nother video. This is another one. And all these are in America. These are not, even if they're foreign banks, they're not located just overseas. I went to Sharia Finance Watch, and here is a list of banks and financial institutions that actually are Sharia compliant. I didn't know that some of these would have been. Some of them you can kind of figure they would be, but really, NASDAQ, GE Capital, Citibank, JP Morgan. I had no idea they were. Bank of America. I had no idea they were. AIG. I mean, this is just something that I think more people need to be made aware of. If I have a mortgage and I default on it, or if I have a car loan and I default on it, it goes against my credit. Someone can pull my credit history and see how credit worthy I am. With this, you don't. I'm going to leave all the links. You can view it. I really encourage you to visit all these sites. Call your bank, see if they're Sharia compliant. There's one other thing I don't think that you realize either. For a bank, for someone to be Sharia compliant, that also means that they have to give to a charity. And for Sharia to be considered a charity under Sharia law, you must believe the same way they do. So they can't give to like the local food bank and call it charity. It has to be just something that is Sharia compliant. Also, these another thing that they have to do if they don't want to do the charity is they can give to an organization that has ties to terror organizations. And in doing so, they are actually funding terrorism. Another thing that they can do, and which would also make them Sharia compliant, is pay the wage for a jihadist, because the jihadists have to be paid a daily wage, so they can also donate to the daily wage of the jihadist. There's a lot to this that I really didn't know before I started researching this. I really encourage you to read these sites. Thank you for watching my video, and God bless.